Here we are, folks. We are live. It is chilly in Beaver County, Pennsylvania. And I'm Tom Young, and we're here for Money Shifts podcasts and Facebook Live, inspirational message, enlighten you, inspire you, encourage you. It's what we're all about. We start every day the same. We started with prayers for everybody that is impacted by COVID around the world, especially for people in areas where they don't have access to medical, etc. Our prayers go out for all of you. Our prayers also go out for those who have lost loved ones and maybe along the way couldn't pay respects because they weren't allowed to be at the funeral home or there was very limited amount of people there. Our prayers go out. Our prayers also go out for those who have been lost, that the Lord would open his arms and gather them into his kingdom above. In Jesus' name we pray. Today's going to be a great day, folks. I started something new this week. I didn't know whether you knew it or not, but there's the book. Okay, there's the book. Leadership begins with motivation. So we're going to start every day with something new. I'm going to give you a word to think about for a while. So every day we're going to have a word. Today's word is anticipation. As we get into this relaxation, exercising our thinking muscle, anticipation, the action of anticipating something, expectation or prediction. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche, great little thing. Frustrated man visits the home, one of the most successful men in town. The elderly gentleman who had retired comfortably after striking gold years earlier. I don't know what to do with my life. How do I find my purpose, the young man Interrupting, the young man said, "What about the third type?" Grinning, the older gentleman replied, "They are the individuals who get frustrated and they haven't found what they are looking for. So day after day, a week, a year or more, they give up, they walk away and never find the gold." What's this got to do with finding my purpose? Ah, yes, the old age questioned. The older gentleman smiled and looked his companion in the eye. There are those who look for their purpose and seem to find it almost immediately. From young age, they have a clear sense of purpose, pursue their dreams with energy and enthusiasm. Some others have to look a bit harder, perhaps for many years, but they persist and keep looking. They will find something to live for. Finally, there are those who want to know their purpose, but they become frustrated with the search and give up too soon, returning to a life of meaningless wandering. How much anticipation do you have? You know, as we work in this book, Psycho-Cybernetics, and next week we're going to get into the guide to self-acceptance. It is so important, these things that I'm talking about, self-image, self-acceptance, creative imagination, all of these ingredients are ingredients of a successful life. There's nothing easy in life. There will always be challenges at every quirk or every turn in the road. To find our way, to find some way to get where we really want to go. Never stop searching for that. Never stop searching for where you want to go. Self-fulfillment is such an important ingredient. Is your intent to imitate other people or to improve yourself in your own image? You cannot truly succeed if you carry in your mind someone else's image. You must develop your own, and as you do, you develop a real confidence in yourself. This is crazy stuff. Nucleus of desire. When you carry inside you, when you manufacture inside you a real desire to succeed and to achieve and to do well, and when you keep this hope alive in your imagination, you are on your way. You must keep this positive desire alive. So much of what we do in life challenges us, and yet many of us don't see the lesson to be learned in the challenges that come at us every day. You know, the yin and the yang. Anytime there is a negative, there is an equal and opposite positive. You have to have that mindset. So many people have the mindset, oh, the glass is half empty. You must believe the glass is half full, and that the opportunities that lie before us are yet to be discovered. But they will not be discovered if you become discouraged. That's another word to avoid. Discouraged, discouragement. Think of what the word says. It is opposite of courage and encouragement. Are you an uplifter or a tear downer around other people? You need to be able to look into people's eyes and see the good that lies inside each and every one of us. We all have these two little angels perched on our shoulder. One on the right is the white angel, the good angel, keeps us thinking correctly and all the right things in life. And the one on the left is that little devil that sometimes leads us astray. The thinking in the mind has to be trained. It has to be thought of. It has to be exercised. I refer to it as the thinking muscle, and we have to do that. If I take everything we've talked about so far this month about psycho-cybernetics, and next week we'll get into some more stretch of you, stretching our imagination to get further ahead and to really get more and really get ahead. So I'm thinking now, when I look at the rules, the financial realm that I work in every day, but it isn't, you know, I've learned a long time ago, it isn't just finances. When people come to me and their finances are out of whack, or they just don't know what to do, I always ask people a series of questions when they come to see me. What inspired you to come and see me? What does your plan look like? It is sometimes so disturbing, the answers that I get from people, because it leads me to believe more often than not that they are truly lost. They have their way. They're off their, it's like the GPS, this crazy car that I have, the GPS, when I hook my telephone, my iPhone, into the car and plug the USB together, not UBS, USB, plug that together, and I'm going down the road, and the little arrow that's on there, it's over here on some other place. It drives me crazy, and because I have to pay attention. Because the lady that talks back on the telephone, she's giving me directions. She's when I know that the next turn is to the right. So you cannot always trust GPS. You also have to understand your own instincts for what you know. I know what I know. You know, there are three areas in life. There is, think of a circle, and in that circle is a wedge. And in that wedge is what we know, what I know, what you know. It is that knowledge that we have based on the education we have, the experiences we've had, the things we've read, people we've met. There's that wedge of what we know. There is another wedge of what we don't personally know, but we are aware of. In other words, I know this information exists. If I wanted to become an engineer, I know that there is education. I can go to this college or that college, and I can get that information, become an engineer. The rest of that circle is a blind spot. The hardest thing that we all do to our own detriment is we think we know something when we really don't. And that comes back to that perception we have. Perspective is how you see life. Our perception is how we interpret what we see. So in this circle, there's another wedge there. I'll call it the little red wedge. And Will Rogers, great American philosopher, once said, it isn't so much what people know, it's what people think they know that just ain't so. And if you found out that something you truly believed in was not correct, it was not true, when would you want to know? So I'm challenging you every day when I'm on here and talking to open your mind to new knowledge. Take in new knowledge. They have these blinders on it, so it can't see left or right, so it stays true to its course based on the reins of the driver or the coach. We do the same thing sometimes. We put these blinders on and just, oh, that can't be so. I deal with that all the time when I bring up the subject of life insurance with people because they think they know what life insurance is, and it just ain't so because they don't know. It is challenging, folks. It is challenging, and I'm challenging you to open your mind and think about the things that I talk about on here. Because the success in the future, the secret to that success lies inside you. And all I plan on, all I think about, I read and I study every day for the purpose of helping you unlock that doorway that takes you to the better you that I know you're looking for. We all want to be better at what we do. We all want to make than we make now. I mean, once in a while, I'll meet somebody and start talking about money and say, well, money's not important to me. Well, it's right up there with oxygen, folks. Try to do without it. And always remember, a poor person cannot help another poor person. In life, it isn't what you do, it's the person you become. It isn't the money you make, it's what you do with the money. Get my new book, The Family Money Farm, The CFO Project. You can get it at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, any of those good booksellers. You can go here, cfo-project.com. Put in your email address, and you'll instantly get a link, get it for free. Put it on your phone, your computer, read it, print it out, whatever you want to do, there it is. This book will change your life. When you go to this site and you put in your email address, it's going to take you to another screen. And on that screen, there are 4 more books and a 1-hour video that have the secret to success. The secret to how to be financially successful, the secret to personal happiness and success, are in those 4 books in that 1-hour video. I ask you to pay $47. It's not about the money because it comes with a money back guarantee, folks. If you read the books and watch the video and it has not changed you in some way for the positive, just send me an email. I'll send you your money back. Not a question. And you know what? I've never had any money back. That information did for me. I know in my heart what it'll do for you. Check it out. Start today. Make a decision to grow you, into the future that I know you want. But I don't think you know how to get there. And that's all we're really doing here is teaching you how to set a goal and what are the actions that I have to put in order to accomplish that goal. God bless. We'll see you here Monday. Have a great weekend. I may jump in over the weekend. I do that periodically. I've got a great message to share with you. But other than that, God bless. We'll see you here Monday.